Previously on Into the Yonder Void, the party left Skullport, myself included, and we made our way on the open sea. We encountered a djinn or a genie at one point during a very bad storm, and then we fought pirates, and that was really ill-advised. I advised against it. We also found warlocks deep beneath the deck on the ship that we stole from Skullport. It was very confusing. Then a giant ship showed up and was full of books. It was really interesting to meet Kavros and the others there, but of course, as I've learned in traveling with these individuals, it's never quiet or calm for very long. The ship was attacked. Long story short, I got pretty badly injured after a spell that I used went awry, and but eventually we came out on top, and now we are heading to, I believe, the city beneath the waves. The D20 Syndicate presents Into the Yonder Void. Welcome back to the D20 Syndicate podcast.
Hello.
What's up, nerds? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We are a weekly Dungeons & Dragons 5e actual play podcast. I am your host and DM, Seth, and around the table, we have our players.
Boy, oh boy, I'm Billy and I play Nezrah.
Boy, oh boy, I'm Tomas and I play Gil.
Girl, oh girl, I'm Lindsey and I play Fee.
And I'm Michaela, and I play Can.
That's right. Each week we record for your listening pleasure. This is episode 79.
Nice.
Almost 80.
And
Death
10 years
from
older
above,
than that one number.
1979.
Oh.
For you children, that is the Smashing Pumpkin. Smashing Pumpkins? Are they the Smashing Pumpkins or Smashing Pumpkins?
I think just smashing. Is it?
Yep.
Oh.
All right, we've got some debate. Hold on.
Smashing Pumpkins.
Ask Jeeves, Seth.
I believe.
Oh, I am. Don't you worry.
I got this bitch on speed dial.
It is the Smashing Pumpkins.
Holy shit.
There is an article in front of those pumpkins.
My
believe
God.
it's
Well, I've been shortening it my whole life.
Pumpkins.
Feel like a fool.
Been saying Smashing Pumpkins and the Deftones.
The Deftones.
And the Queen.
R.I.P.
The Elton John.
But yeah, so we blew through that last arc, and now we're in a new arc, and you guys are a new level, and it's a new year in the real world. It's a new me.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Are you feeling good?
I'm feeling good,
With an apostrophe.
Yeah.
and I'm feeling good.
Yeah, we're not going to finish.
That was the industrial techno version of it.
I was doing the Muse version in my head.
There we go.
Now it's time for tonight's Around the Campfire question. Ouch! Scoot my bathtub closer to the campfire.
Just get knocked the back.
Scoot my bathtub sounds like a Lindsey NPC.
Scoot my bathtub.
Oh, one of my bad NPCs.
Yeah.
Scoot McBathtub.
Oh my God. Can I tell you guys my favorite?
Sure.
So I thought of there's got to be one that's just mega crazy attractive, and their name is Swamp Cameron. And I love
Swamp?
it. Swamp Cameron. It's Swamp
All right.
Cameron, baby.
Oh my God, Swamp Cameron. He's here.
The swamp is here. Oh my God.
He just goes as the swamp.
I'm just imagining it's Cameron from Ferris Bueller's Day Off playing Swamp Thing.
That'd be awesome.
I'd be into it.
Alan Muck.
Yeah.
God, that's nerdy. Anyway, continue.
Shut the muck up. For tonight's Around the Campfire question, this this one comes from one of our patrons and Discord members, Bear. And so we had to figure out, we had to get a translator for this because clearly it was just a bunch of growls. Yes. But eventually we determined that it was either I love you, I love you, I love you, or it was of all the people you've met on your adventures thus far, who have you most enjoyed knowing? So think about who you've met along the way. That's since the beginning of this campaign. And who has stuck with you? Who's been the most enjoyable person to interact with? And we are going to start with Nez.
I've been very enamored with Fenra.
Ooh, enamored.
Yeah, he is.
I'm intrigued and curious about
Yeah, he is.
what it is that drives Fenra, and I want to get to know more about Fenra and her kind.
Very, very nice. All right, so for Nezrah, it is Fenra. And it's not just because their names kind of rhyme.
It is. It's 100% is.
All right, now we'll go with Fee.
Wait, does Crumb count?
You can't use Crumb.
I figure. Okay. So I think probably my favorite so far is probably Lizard. And I guess it's kind of selfish. I mean, he has some really helpful stuff. Like he had the crafting table, and we've kind of gotten more chummy over the past few days as he's let me use his stuff and, shooting the shit. And the crafting table, that was a very big thing. So, yeah, I'd say probably Lizard.
That's
All
my
right.
favorite part about crafting table. I mean, lizard.
All right, now we'll go with Can.
I think of all of the people that I've met along the way, probably Loom, because he treats me like an adult, and he'll carry me when necessary, and not make a thing about it. And we can share snacks, and he's just an overall good dude. And a little mysterious, which is fun. Keeps me interested. But I guess if we're speaking about favorite professional acquaintances, the architect. He seems like a good contact to have if I want to further my career.
Thank you, Can.
You're welcome.
And Gil.
Maybe Veronica or Vanessa.
Varuka?
Yeah, Veruca. Thank you, Nez. Yeah, her. She's pretty cool. And I think we have a lovable love-hate rapport thing going on. And who knows what sparks may fly when she inevitably comes back for her ship.
What about someone you didn't know in the past?
I mean, I forgot her.
I guess technically.
But if we're not talking about Vanya, then I would say Captain Lyle. Because what is up with that guy? Scarecrow man. Haven't seen many of them fucking around with intelligence and shit. He seems like a cool guy.
Fucking scarecrow boat.
All right, well, thank you, guys.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
How about we get started?
All right. Okay.
I invite you cordially to suck it.
Okay.
Everyone, I've invited Seth to suck it.
Request denied.
It was an invitation, not a request.
I'm treating it like a request, and it was denied. You just send that back as an RSVP. Request denied.
Put right by each other, and you take time to write it out.
Unsubscribe. You mail back a wedding invitation. Unsubscribe.
Nice try, scam artist. When we last left off, you guys had ended the Ahoy Matey arc. You guys were on the library. A bunch of bullshit happened, and then you finally, in the end stretch there, you caught sight of the city beneath the waves. And as you learned, it's more based on a visual medium than anything else, as the reflection of the giant stone arm in the water in front of the windmill. But as you guys approached, you felt, the sea breeze get a little bit more humid here, as it had been a little bit more chill and windy on your travels there in the library. But here the wind has died down a bit. It gets a little bit more heavy, a little bit warmer. And this is probably a very familiar sensation for you, because it's pretty similar to the typical temperature over there in Tantaruka, so where you're from. As you kind of nestle into the pretty substantial dock here at this port, you disembark from the ship, and you're greeted by the bustling sounds of Astora, as it's more commonly known. The buildings are kind of a tropical design. You see a lot of vines growing up the sides of them, but they're built of materials that are much less wieldy. You're not seeing similar to the stone features of, for instance, Skullport. This is a lot of wood, and maybe some of these look like paper thin, or as if they're made out of really shallow reeds. There's thatched roofs with colorful shutters. And one of the more curious aspects of it is all the roofs seem to have just a gentle, mild slope to them. And you can imagine that is because everywhere you look, you see people using the roofs as a mode of transportation. They're all walking around. There's definitely people on the ground, but up on the roofs, it just seems like there's things connecting roof to other roof to inside of building. It's kind of just a hodgepodgery of roof dwellings. But still, there are still people walking along the ground, and you notice it's probably the most common mode of transportation here in this island city. The air, as you get off the library gangplank, is thick with the smell of salt water, and exotic spices sort of, roll into your sensory experience there. And you can see that down below on the actual ground level, it's paved, but it's a little bit uneven, as if it's just mostly there as kind of an indicator to people who probably aren't from there. And underneath these roofs are plenty of shops and buildings, and it kind of treats it like a canopy as you guys enter. And the streets are filled with vendors selling everything from exotic fruits to handcrafted trinkets. And you notice that that hand in the background, backlining this city that is built up apparently on some sort of rock formation, almost like a large hill or a mountain. The hand crests over the top. Its 5 fingers are spread wide, as if, and you can see it's the back of the hand, as if it's kind of beckoning you to, explore further inside of this city.
You come here a minute.
In front of the hand is a giant windmill with its sails turning lazily in the very mild breeze. It might be a source of power for this city. You're not 100% sure, but it is massive. You do know that. And there seems to be some sort of arcane feature to it, as you can see many runes on the sails of the windmill. It might be a power source of some kind, but you think you can hear the slow churning of gears or some kind of machinery from within, even as far away from it as you guys currently are. The people here are dressed in light, flowing clothing, and some of them, many of them, seem to be engaged in some sort of, dance movement thing. There's a lot of mobility to these people. You notice that nobody seems to be wearing much in the way of armor or heavy leathers or anything like that. It's mostly light clothing, and there are a wide variety of races that are present here. But one of the predominant ones you guys notice are some sort of, at first you're not sure, as it's kind of an unfamiliar sight. It looks like some sort of like hairy, scaly humanoid creatures that look very, it says, I describe them as hairy, but it looks very well maintained. There's just a lot of hair, almost as if it, they could be related to like lizard folk or dragonborn. And you notice that each of them has these like antlers on their heads. You can see more people kind of dancing, moving about. You can hear the hypnotic rhythms of drums and other instruments in the distance. But this seems to be typical. It's not like they're celebrating your arrival. It just seems like you've shown up on a Tuesday. Mm-hmm. There's also, as you guys have sort of, as was indicated, raised your shroud, you are starting to get this sense of like understanding about the magical world around you, gaining further insight into how the world itself feels when you become more magically attuned to it. And really, you guys' senses have heightened a bit. You feel stronger, more capable, and because of that, you can sense magic in the air here. You feel like there's a very strong sense of it. And as you kind of step down a little as you like move out a little bit from this from the docks, you can see street performers casting spells and illusions. You can see that there's definitely a bunch of vendors selling potions and magical trinkets, and you can really get the sense that this is a unique blend of almost like ancient tradition and more modern technology, and it seems like this is going to be a really, really interesting place to explore. However, the most prominent thing that you notice, more than anything else, is the smell of the food here. There is just instantly, you step off the ship, and the library had great food, but there is something in the air here. It smells hot. It smells like it might be very filling and very savory. I think you're smelling noodles.
Oh my God.
All right, you guys step out, and you are just assailed by all of these sensory experiences. And one of the things that you kind of notice is that some of the crew members have brought down this chest for you guys and kind of sets it down, and one of them looks at you all and smiles and nods, and you would have learned that his name is Stero, and Stero is, he's just kind of like smiling at all of you. He's just this human. He's been very friendly, and he says, well, there's your belongings, so let us know if you need anything. We'll be, docked here until tomorrow morning, so if you need anything in the meantime, let us know. Oh, also, Captain wanted me to send these with you, and he indicates to the other person who had carried the chest down with him, and she holds up these leather wrapped packages, and she's looking at the top one, and she's looking at each of your faces, and then she hands one to Nezrah, hands one to Fee, hands one to Gil, and then hands one to Can. Gifts from the captain. So I wouldn't open them here, but after you find your place that you're going to stay for the night, maybe have a look at it. I think it'd make him embarrassed if he saw you opening it right outside of his ship.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for the private gift.
Yeah. Tell him we said thanks.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So, thanks for saving the ship. And here's an extra special little bit for you. And he tosses a bag of coins up in the air. I don't know if anybody's going to try to catch it.
Sure.
You're going to try?
I'll
All right,
try.
just give me a dex save.
Okay.
So, where is Regis? He said he was going to come meet me in town.
I don't know. I might have to climb aboard and find out for yourself.
What a asshole.
We leave the ship, immediately board back onto the ship.
Get out of here!
So, I was kind of thinking that maybe someone else would do it and then realized no one did it, so I suddenly ran. I rolled 10.
Oh.
So.
Yeah, you can catch it, but it was like a close one. Like you catch it right before it hits the ground.
Shit. It's fine. I'll hold it.
There's about 25 gold in there, 20 silver, and a smattering of copper, just in case. Wasn't sure if your belongings were destroyed or not, but yeah. Hope you guys enjoy the sights and sounds of Astora. I know we are all going to. And he bids you farewell.
Bye.
Later.
Farewell.
All right, Fee. This is your side quest. What do we do?
So, we're supposed to find the jewel person. Correct, right? That's what we're here for.
I thought we were
That
dropping off
and
the prince.
Yeah, dropping off the prince. Where is Prince?
We've got Jewel.
hello.
We've got.
Oh, okay,
He's right-
good.
he just like pops out of nowhere.
I mean, yeah. We have
Shouldn't we-
shit to do. It's pressing. But I mean, these noodles do smell good. How do you guys feel about noodles?
Shouldn't we get the prince off our
I mean,
backs?
he told us about the noodles. I think he wants the noodles too. Prince, do you
I
want the
mean-
noodles?
I don't think he told us about the noodles.
I would definitely take some noodles, yes.
I thought he did.
I think that was Cabros.
So are you like done with your responsibilities or whatever? Like, are we free to let him just do his shit? Or do we have to put him in a building somewhere and be like, he's done?
I mean,
Yes, where are you sending me, Fee?
I think
Sorry, where are you sending me, Fee?
I might have to find like a quiet place to meet up with T and talk to him for a second.
Well, that
'Cause
sounds
wasn't I
like
su-
noodle business.
Wasn't I supposed to do that right when I got there? Is that what the detail was? At some point.
I see no point in keeping him around.
Me neither.
Okay, jeez.
He's kind of dead weight.
Basically, he indicated that don't contact him when you get there unless you're absolutely certain it's private.
Okay. So just when we're here, but probably wait to find a good spot. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's okay. I have enjoyed you guys' company just as much.
No, I mean, we can let Prince at least eat noodles with us.
Now, we totally love people who are like always hot and cold. But by all means, let's get some noodles and stuff. While Fee figures out their shit.
Yes, we can go get the noodles. I think that would be fun. You know, as a group.
Yeah.
Right, just like always.
Why do you guys hate the Prince so much?
What has he done for us?
He's shady, man.
I mean, he helped us back, like, around when we found him, and then after that, and then ever since
He was
he's
just
kind of
trying
been
to
hiding.
He was just trying to escape.
He hindered even more than he helped, I think.
I guess I don't.
Either way, I'm excited to be rid of this
In
guy.
noodle country.
We can't stop here. This is noodle country.
So, yeah, you guys are, exposed to a lot of people walking around, and you see that there are some access points to get onto the roofs. But yeah, you can see that the city itself seems to be made up of, as you're approaching, different sections that seem to probably specialize in different things. Right now, it appears you're in the dock / kind of mercantile section.
I'm definitely gonna be on the lookout for a general store.
Okay. You seem to find that it's mostly vendors. As you're looking, you don't see a lot of single stores that would be considered general stores. But you can keep your eyes peeled if you'd like.
I will definitely keep my eyes peeled for a place that might have leather supplies.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Looking for a bookstore.
Okay.
Nerd.
I'm gonna stop someone who looks like they know noodles.
Okay.
Ask for a recommendation.
Okay, you see 3 people nearby. You see a child walking along. They appear to be the same species as a lot of these others. Kind of lizardy, kind of mammally almost. You see a pretty rotund orc, it looks like a half orc, and then you see an elvish woman. Who would you like to approach?
The orc.
Okay. And what do you do? How do you hail them?
Hiya.
Excuse me, ma'am.
The orc just, looks down at you. Can I help you? Are you lost?
Well, I don't know if you can be lost when you just got to a place.
Oh, you can. Trust me. One time I got dropped right into a volcano. I was lost.
Joe?
Well, I'm glad you found your way out of that one. So do you like noodles?
Yeah, I like noodles.
Do you have a favorite joint around here?
No, they all kind of taste the same to me, really. I mean, I can point you to the cheapest.
Did you have any damage done to your taste buds at any point in your life?
When I fell in that volcano, it landed right on my mouth.
Tongue first.
That's what I worried about. Okay, well, thank you.
But glad to be a help. Yeah, but if you're looking for, weapons or something, I could definitely lead you in that direction.
You guys need any weapons?
Nah.
I got this. And I pull out my silver dagger just to show it off.
Oh, well, that's a pretty nice little piece if you'd be interested in selling it. And he pulls out a card and he hands it to you. You can find my shop and I'll be interested in, maybe seeing if you want to do some trading.
Why, thank you, Mr.
It looks like it says Grogrosh.
Groggle.
You could just call me G-Man.
It's Josh for sure.
G-Ma.
Josh versus the volcano.
Thank you, G-Man.
Here, what was your name?
I'm Can.
Can and G-Man. That rhymes. Anyway, yeah, I'm on my lunch break now. Actually, just had some noodles. They were pretty cheap, so keep that in mind. It's it's a little ways away, but if you're looking for cheap, that's your spot. But
right.
I'm on my way back, so anytime in this afternoon, head on over.
All right, well, thank you.
And he walks away.
Bye.
So what did I find out? What did I found out?
How now, brown cow?
What did I find when I gave Nolly the book with the Midori citation?
Not much more
Okay.
about that specifically when you were, if you were to ask Nolly questions and stuff. But Nolly did give you some insight into a lot of different magical rituals. And in fact, one of the things that Nolly explained to you was that there are methods for increasing speed or even strength of certain rituals, depending on how you utilize them. It would take a little bit more information that Nolly could, if you found some books, Nolly could kind of fuse that information together and make some clarifying calls. But yeah, Nolly seemed really interested in that information as well, because all information is interesting to Nolly, but that was new information.
Okay. Yeah, I was just curious because that was kind of so I might look for a little bit of potions, a little bit of books if I have time to pop by both. Just wanted to kind of browse and see what potions they were selling.
Yeah, there's definitely a few vendors that are selling some potions.
Before Fee wanders off too far, I'm gonna put my hand on her shoulder. Hey Fee, do you have the bag of loot from the ship? Do you have that on cart or?
Yeah.
There's the chest there that has all that your stuff, all your loot. So.
Oh, okay. I still don't know what we have in there, but I definitely want to scrounge up some of it to use for bartering.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. So if you want to, scan that inventory list, you can probably find a few things that'd be easy to carry around with you. But yeah, are you guys just gonna leave this chest down here, or is anybody gonna grab it, lug it along?
How big is it?
Pretty big. It's like 4x4.
Wheels.
No wheels. It'll have to be carried.
Okay.
I'll hold on to it for now.
Okay.
I'd also like to clarify, do I still have antlers?
You do.
So do
We'll
I
fit right in.
You do.
fit in here?
Yeah, you look like a less luxuriously haired version of these guys.
I got the Brazilian done before I
Yeah, exactly.
came back home. All right. Huh. Okay.
So yeah, you would notice that and people kind of regard you in the group, Nez. People kind of regard you before they regard anybody else. So
Interesting. Nez gets regarded a lot.
I mean, he's regardable.
I feel kind of exposed out here.
Should we maybe find accommodation so we can put our stuff down?
How long are we even going to
store.
be here?
Well, I don't know, maybe a night.
Yeah. I don't know. This place weirds me out, kind of.
In a good way.
Yeah, it's really pleasant.
I don't know. You don't think it's weird that they're all walking on the rooftops and stuff?
I've always wanted to do
Yeah,
that.
I mean, everywhere's kind of weird if you think about it.
How weird can it be?
We
They
went
have
to
noodles.
a mushroom
Gil, the
village.
xenophobic explorer.
I don't trust what I don't
He goes
understand.
everywhere. I don't like it. Feed me more dirt.
Maybe it's because of the last place we went to. That was a shady place. Maybe I just think it's going to be shady. I don't know.
That's fair. Just basing observation off of past experiences.
I think you'll probably feel better once you get some food in your system.
I definitely am curious about the noodles. I'll try some noodles.
Can maybe lead the way? Did that orc gentleman recommend any good places?
Well, he said they all pretty much taste the same, but some are cheaper than others. Money is no object.
Are you saying you're paying for the noodles, kid?
I'll cover the noodles.
Nice.
Well, thanks, Can.
You also mentioned noodle scissors. Can I use your noodle scissors?
Yeah, we're noodle scissor partners.
We're scissor sisters.
I regret.
Guys, check out Scissor Sisters.
And then Fee, you're going to pop over the vendors?
Yeah, if I could.
I'm definitely following Fee then.
Yeah,
because
just
I wanted to keep an eye out for a leather worker.
Yeah,
Okay.
I feel like working in the kitchen the last couple of days, I'm pretty well fed. Like
Okay.
I'm not hankering for anything right now. I do have other business to attend to. So yeah, I'm also going to wander vendor word.
Okay.
You guys want to go as a group? Stop splitting up and stuff?
You probably should.
That would be smart.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So we look at this stuff along the way to the noodles.
Yeah, just checking out the tchotchkes, why not?
like grown.
Well, the noodle stuff we can eat on the go, especially if we have scissors. So
Do you want to get nudes first?
yes,
All right, let's pick up some nudes and then we will purvey the boardwalk or whatever.
And Fee, you notice that there is, as you guys are walking, you look to the left and you see one vendor table that has just these brilliantly colored potions just kind of gleaming back at you. And the gentleman behind the vendor stall sees you looking and then catches eyes with you, and you just watch his fingertips come together and he just smiles as if he knows for sure.
And then I'll see him and kind of pedal back a second and then smile back and try to copy.
Does Crumb
So,
also do that?
Give me intimidation. Fee, you may not be intending to.
Can
but-
Crumb do the help action?
Yeah, that was
yeah, go ahead. Crumb will copy.
Oh my god.
So you have advantage then.
Okay, so 18 plus 7, 20. Is that 25?
25.
And yeah, that was less. So 25.
Okay. As you're doing that and Crumb does that, you watch the guy's expression just bulk. He's like,
Oh shit. They've studied my moves.
I've entered a world of pain.
Sorry, what do you have here? These look fantastic.
oh, a wide variety of potions. It's the discerning eye on you. It looks like you have spotted the best.
can, maybe.
What are they?
Maybe you might want to split up and go get the noodles. It seems like this is going to be a thing.
This guy sounds like he approaches potion making the same way Fee does. I don't think he knows what he's got here.
I feel like I need to hang out with Fee and make sure she doesn't get bamboozled.
Well, if you guys are here for a minute, we'll
invisibility.
just run to the closest one. I think I can see it.
Could I get the noodle to go, please?
Yeah, a double or
I don't know how
single.
much that is.
I said money is no object.
I just
Could you get me like a small bowl?
Well, everyone was talking shit about noodles, saying they had better things to do.
I'll take a double in case I'm just extra hungry.
I'm going to sit upon my high horse still and not get any noodles. Thank
Dies of starvation.
you. I've expired.
We'll get him some noodles.
I don't want any fucking noodles.
Okay,
That noodles murdered his family. He's just been real quiet about it.
There's a giant
man.
brick of ramen collapse on somebody.
This would be the saddest place if you're like celiac.
We don't know what their noodles are made of.
That's what you.
It's true.
That's true.
Loom, let's go get the noodles.
They're made out of
please.
fire leaves.
And he like hurries along right next to you. Sophie, he's just kind of gesturing at things, and they're like an array of different colors. And he's are you Nezrah? Are you also hanging out the potions, or are you still milling?
Hanging. I'm team vendor all the way.
Okay, gotcha. So he looks at you two as well. Oh, are you all interested in potions?
No, thank you.
Well, that's okay. No. Everyone's uninterested or just browsing
I think
until they
you-
find the
I'm-
right one.
Look, I'm interested for the three of us. What
Right.
are these?
Yeah, you already initiated this thing with your shared palm thingy. So let's
I'm
just
just
do
making
this.
conversation. It's called a sales pitch. Perhaps you've heard of her.
Well, we'll pitch away. I'm listening.
Drake.
So yes. What are you looking for? Do you have any particular type of tincture in mind?
I mean, not really. I just kind of want to see what you have. Just browse.
So to
These are
clarify,
beautiful.
you don't really know what you're looking for, but you're hoping something sort of speaks to you. Am I picking that up?
Yeah.
Ooh, excellent. I like that. Open to the whims of the universe to provide the perfect potion at the perfect time. I actually have just the thing. And he turns and he picks up this big, like almost unwieldy purple potion. Here you are. Put this in your hands, but do not open it. Do not open it.
What is it?
Well, you just allow me my process, please. I assumed you were an aficionado, so I thought you might enjoy a bit of pomp.
It's bottled
Sure.
orc fart.
Sure.
So as you hold this, you notice that there's like little bits of like frost on the outside, and when you touch it, it's cold to the touch. But the frost sort of like spreads just over the tips of your fingers, and then recedes, and then does it again.
Oh.
So
Like
that-
it's breathing, kind of?
Almost breathing out frost. So that right there is quite the curious specimen. Tell me, have you ever heard of the Ladonda beast?
For the record, I want it on the record that this whole time Gil is going to be scrutinizing everything this guy is saying, how he's saying it, his mannerisms,
Okay.
like to see if he's like giving her the business. or
Okay,
not.
give me an insight then,
Okay.
and we'll keep it rolling for whatever it is.
I just picture Gil under his breath, like, yeah, fucking.
Oh my God. It's 7, but my passive is 16.
Well, you were concentrating on doing it, so we'll break even there, or we'll split the difference. I mean, so
And Nez is just scanning the streets. Are we in the street?
yeah, it's sort of a roadway,
Kind of a
yeah.
city middle almost kind of
Yeah, you can see that it's like dirt, and also there's some bricks in there, but they're unevenly spaced.
Gotcha.
and
Okay.
Just kind of basically for tourists to know, like, oh, this is a road.
This is a pathway. Yeah, just kind of scanning while I stand with the group. I'm here for moral support more than anything else right now. and
Standing and scanning, man.
Scanning for some bookstores.
Okay. Yeah, he's definitely, he seems fanatical about potions. He definitely seems interested in providing, as he said, the right potion for the right person.
If Fee makes eye contact with me, I'll just like kind of shrug. And
Fee, what was your question?
Did he further elaborate, like, what's in it?
No, he was
interesting.
getting prepared to. He asked if you knew what the Ladonda beast
Okay.
was.
Oh, right. Do I know that at all?
Give me an Arcana check.
Okay. No, I'm not. I'm done. 10.
10. You have never heard of the Ladonda beast.
I keep thinking you're going to say Ladonda Beach.
Donda. No, I've never heard of the Ladonda beast. Do tell.
Well, if that's the case, they are a small, very aligned creature. They flutter about. However, they are quite menacing and mean. So, and he's like eyeing Crumb. So don't worry there. This is all above board. And he's like, yeah, it better be above board. I don't like the way you're looking at me right now, man. No, it's all fine. I'm just saying the Ladonda beast is a malicious beast with very little intelligence, and so its extract was used in the making of this potion. That extract has a very curious quality in that anything that this potion touches, and I must specify you only need a drop, will freeze. Someone with, I'm picking up a lot of fire and passion, especially for the art of potion making and alchemy, could probably appreciate something that chills things.
Yeah.
That is why this is the perfect potion for you. And I will give it to you at a wonderful, wonderful price of just 2 lower mage coins.
The lower mage coin?
Yes.
Okay. Do you take other forms of currency, or even better, do you trade?
No.
Oh.
Can I fish out that coin the woman gave me after we left the island?
Yeah.
Is this a mage coin?
He looks at it and looks at you, Nez, and he's like, I'm sorry. Yes. This is it. This is a mage coin. This is a middle tier mage coin. I would say it is worth. I would say like 3.
3.
That is its value.
It's
3.
worth 3
Mage coins?
lower mage coins.
It would be worth 3 lower mage coins. Yes.
Do you do change?
Yes, I have the ability to make excess currency.
Is this like a solid 2 or
Insight. Super insight. Way insight.
A solid 2. Are you trying to haggle?
I'm trying to haggle.
Fee has 10 gold echo coins. I'm not sure if we know what they do or not.
I don't know. No.
No, the echo coins are their gold coins. Essentially, you guys discern that each echo gold is worth 10 of Argarian gold.
Okay.
I got a 15 for that insight check.
15 for the and what are you kind of looking for?
Whether or not he's lying to me about the worth of this coin.
What you pick up is that he was he's not lying to you about the worth of the coin.
Okay.
That you don't think that, you feel like his
He's more taken
confusion.
aback by the fact that I have possession of the coin.
Not even that. He's more confused that you didn't know. Like you asked him if it was one.
Yeah, that's kind of a rookie move. Is this worth money?
Is this
Oh,
money?
no, that's garbage. Let me throw that away for you. I have a garbage can right here. Opens the cash register.
It's a fancy one. I try to get the one with the foot pedal, but
You know, what can you do?
so if Fee wants to haggle,
Yeah.
so say what you said again.
So is this a solid 2 for, someone who does have so much potion skill? I don't need this. I have plenty of potions, but
I'm going to help her by saying, yeah, and she's a merchant herself and could probably shout out your potion business when she's out and about. Why not?
business.
With that, you can roll persuasion with advantage.
Rubbing elbows. Yeah, ask him for a business card.
I should have had Gil haggle. Oh, that was okay. Dirty 20 and right? Oh, 21.
That's cocked.
Do I have to roll it
Yes.
again? Damn it, it was so close to 18. Okay, 21.
21. Well, I suppose it's. I mean, you are a merchant as well. Yes, just traveling.
Absolutely,
I've never
yeah.
seen you around here before.
I travel all over, so I mean, really, I could spread your name just all over the place.
She's a vagabond.
I see. So, well.
And an orphan.
Please don't share my history.
I'm sorry, I
Oh, that
overstepped.
is very, very unfortunate. But it seems that you have two stout friends of your own that could lift you up when your spirits are low.
Nez's eyebrows raised when Gil said vagabond, by the way. He was impressed.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I don't know. Still gotta keep going, selling stuff now and then.
Well, let's see here. Is it you said you're something of an alchemist yourself?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Something of a note.
I was pretty much raised by kind of a dual alchemist, herbalist, and yeah, someone who liked to make medicine. So kind of a bit of everything.
Ah, it's in your blood then.
Nah, not my blood. The adopted parents, but
She's an orphan.
but
She's an alka
confused by
orphan.
this backstory.
but
She's Dr. Alka
absolutely
Orphan.
walking in their steps as much as I can. Very well.
I see. So, that being said, for the discerning eye, the most conversation I've had yet this morning, and the fact that you have said you would shout my name out, I could probably bring the price down. Where's your next venture taking you? That's the most critical piece of information.
Oh, we're going to all sorts of places after this, so we're not just going to stay here. We're going to go.
But I'm wondering if it aligns with where I am trying to have some market share.
Ooh, you're trying to expand.
No, not necessarily. There's another potion maker in a different city, and I think it would be quite nice if someone from somewhere else came and walked through the city streets talking about how my potion shop here in Astora is much more superior to the potion shop than there. But I'm wondering if you're heading there, because I could sweeten the deal if you are willing to.
An old-fashioned smear campaign.
Yes, no, just it's something.
It's cool, guy. I am on the level, and I'm here for it.
We're on the square.
If you'd be willing to engage in a bit of, marketable ribbing, then perhaps I would give you this potion for.
Free.
That seems like a good trade situation because it's trading services, sir.
You draw a great point. I will give you the potion, and you will promise me that you will engage in this. What did you call it?
Scam. No, sorry.
Scam.
Sorry, I was thinking about what I was going to do to you.
I said the quiet part out loud. Check.
Scam. A smear campaign.
Yes, a smear campaign. I like it, yes. So, all you have to do is... Let me pull this up.
Fuck, I'm sorry. God,
All I need you to do is head over to Lightning Brook at some point in the next month and find out where Salome's potion shop is. And, yes, just let him know that. Well, not him, but let everyone know that.
Let him know how much he sucks.
If you did that would be wonderful. But tell Adelard's potion shop is the best potion shop in all of the Echo Province.
We just have no other business there. And we just pull up real quick and be like, this guy sucks.
just throw a Molotov through the window.
Moonreach.
Do you want it like in a song situation?
Whichever medium most fully elucidates the point that my potion shop is much, much superior. In fact, a song would actually be wonderful because that would imply that I could afford that when he definitely could not. Suck it, Salome.
Okay. You know, I think we've got a deal. I'll hold out my pinky.
Oh, what is that?
Promise?
Oh, no, I would just make it a soul promise. Then you'd have to do it.
A what promise?
A soul promise?
Uh-oh. We're verging into blood
I don't
contract
know.
territory.
I'm sorry, guy. I can't do. I don't like soul stuff. That seems too strong.
You see, she's incapable because she doesn't have a soul.
I don't understand. It's not an actual soul based.
How does it work?
I'll sign for her.
Gil,
Cosign.
don't.
Co-sign for the car.
You'll be her second on this
I
contract?
have better credit than her.
Really? Well, I guess an orphan with amnesia or
You don't have to buy stuff when you steal it.
I never got a credit card.
Yeah, she doesn't
or
have any
parents.
credit. Yeah, she never started.
All right. Well, please place your hand on my hand then.
I will place my hand on his hand.
And then you just feel this like little like gentle zap in your palm. All
And I
right.
cast Dispel Magic immediately.
All is,
I'm gonna tickle his hand with my palm, my finger. Yeah.
is a regional variant. I appreciate it.
Yes. How do you do?
Sorry about the growth. All right. Well, that is great. And because you have made it such a delightful experience, I will put in a good word for you if you guys are traveling. If that is the case, then you could head on over to the Duma Inn, and I will put in a good word that you are fine, upstanding individuals and deserve the greatest of discounts.
That's not the doom like in, right?
I don't understand.
It's not the bad doomy time and then we're screaming.
No, it'd be a good doomy time. It's a wonderful place to stay.
How do you
Can I-
spell it?
Can I roll insight on him saying you'd put a good word in for us?
Sure.
Okay.
It's spelled D-U-M-A-H.
I see.
Oh, it's surprise H at the end.
Duma.
Okay.
Nobody's
So
Pronounced
that's
Dumas.
that's the inn you'd recommend?
Yes, I have connections there. Yes, my cousin owns it.
Oh, okay.
Stephen King.
What is your name again, sir?
My name is Adelard.
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 You'll have to remember that because that's what you'll be screaming at the top of your lungs when you get to Lightning Brook.
Add the lard.
Random question for you.
They all are, aren't they?
True. That's true. Oh my god, it fucking closed. Oh, have you? Do you know where scholars around here? Maybe I think I heard someone say Vandalash.
Oh, you'd be referring to Vandalash.
Vandalash.
Yes, yes.
That's the name. Where would they be?
Well, Vandalash typically hangs out near the college, but you might not be able to reach them just based on... are you an emissary of some kind?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Immediate. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, well, in that case, you probably will have no problem. You can just head on over to the main building there for, diplomats and emissaries, and it's right up the road. They'll get you registered.
I point at the building. The embassy over there?
You could call it an embassy, yes. That's actually, that would be great. Right that way, yes. Just let them know that you're here to speak with Vandalash, and you should be taken care of. Personally, I don't know much about Vandalash, but very, very not easy to obtain an audience. I do know that. I did try to speak with Vandalash a few months ago when I wanted to start expanding here. I didn't like the vendor that was in the store next to me, and I wanted him gone, but... rather than solve my situation, they just gave him a new stall in a better spot, and they burned that one down.
At least he's gone. That's kind of a plus, but yeah, that does.
That is a great point. Yes, look on the sunny side of it.
Yeah.
Always look on the bright side.
Anything else I can help you with?
Do you sell potion ingredients?
I do not here. I keep most of my ingredients quite secret. However, I get most of my ingredients from Velena. She lives down the road. You have to go into her house, though. But you've all been so wonderful to me, I'll tell you the secret. There's 2 door handles.
Okay.
That's the secret.
There's a big sign. That
Is one of
says
them a
herb
bad
shop.
door handle?
No, one of them is just to... well, I won't spoil the very entertaining surprise.
Does it hurt?
No,
So,
nothing
yeah.
of the sort.
One of
It-
them just
It
stabs
is not
you.
malicious in any regard. It's just, it's a bit fun.
Oh, okay. I'm okay with fun.
Well, thanks.
Yes. Well, all of you feel free to stop by if you would like anything else at any point, and please do stop at the Duma Inn. I promise you, you will not find better establishments to board yourself.
How
And
fast?
welcome to a store.
Oh, thank you. how fast can you tell your cousin we're coming? Because we do have like some heavy stuff we're carrying.
Well, if you can wait at least 30 minutes, I think I should be able to get it well sorted for you.
Okay, that'd be perfect.
We're waiting for someone anyway. Where is Kane?
Speaking of,
Noodles.
switching to Can. Can
Noodle
you...
time.
You and Loom are marching on down the road, looking at everything you can see, and you find you essentially end up in kind of like a artisan like craft area. Can you and Loom begin heading down the avenue? You guys have all stayed on the ground level so far. But you're milling about, you're looking, and kind of trying to find the direction that the orc had indicated the cheap noodles were, because that's your one clue, I guess you could say, as far as how to get to noodles. Unless you would like to ask more people.
I'll ask more people.
Okay. Yeah, there's are you looking for any particular type of person?
Someone who looks like they know their way around a noodle shop.
Okay.
So a fat person?
Why did you raise your hand like a hearing test?
Fat person?
Me.
Who do I see?
Present.
You see quite a few people. Give me an insight check.
That's a 7?
7. Yeah, you're just seeing. It's hard to tell with the like myriad people walking around all every which way, who would be most noodly in nature.
Okay, then I'm just
And-
going to grab one.
You grab a random person? Mm-hmm. Okay. First person you grab, it's one of these individuals that they're scaly, they're a little bit hairy, they got the little bit of antler. Yeah, you grab this gentleman and he looks over at you. Yes?
Excuse me. I'm looking for the best noodles in town, or the closest noodles in town.
Whichever comes first.
If they're one and the same, that's convenient.
Well, unfortunately they are not. If you'd like the best noodles, it really depends on who you ask. We are a city full of noodles, as you probably know.
Well, your personal opinion would be useful.
My personal opinion.
Yeah, sure.
Fine. If you would like to know my personal opinion on the best noodle shop, it would be Ruth's.
Where's that?
All the way on the other side of town.
Okay, what's the closest one then?
That I cannot tell you, but I think I saw one a few blocks away.
Thank you.
I'd like to check out Ruth's nudes.
He didn't seem very friendly. I'm going to try the next person.
All right, you grab another one. Yes.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Is there a noodle shop nearby?
It depends on if you would like.
Are you laughing at his face?
Yes, he seemed really unsure of the voice he was going
No,
with.
I
No, he
thought you were
seemed
picking up that I was
mad.
doing the exact same voice.
Oh,
Well, as I overheard my brother tell you, Ruth's is the best noodle place.
He's wearing
I
a
didn't
Ruth's
ask
shirt.
about the best. Is there one nearby?
Why don't you ask that man there with the bowl of noodles?
Is that your brother?
He is not.
Okay.
another brother.
This is just the
How
the
dare
skit
you.
from Curb Your Enthusiasm. They're all Bill Hader.
All right, I go up to the noodle man.
He is.
I'll let you finish your bite.
Much appreciated.
Excuse me, do you know where the closest noodle shop is?
Nope.
What's a noodle?
These are home noodles.
I'm eating worms.
You want some worms?
He like looks around. Just a couple of
Nature's
blocks
noodles.
away that way. You can find it. It's R&D's.
R&D's.
Yes.
R&D's no.
What does the R stand for? It's not Ruth, is it?
I'm not sure.
That's fine. I was just making conversation.
But if you want good and sort of close, still not as close as that, but I got this to go. This is from the White Cap Noodle Shop. If you would like that, I highly recommend. They have quite a variety.
Where's that?
What?
Where's that?
Oh, if you head back a little bit down the road, there's an alleyway. You can take that all the way down another 2 blocks, and it's there in the alleyway.
Is that back towards where we came from? Mm-hmm. Okay, so it would actually be closer to where they are.
Yep.
Much appreciated.
You're quite welcome. I hope you enjoy your noodles.
I'm sure I will.
Loom looks at you. So, noodles?
What?
Noodles?
Noodles.
Where are the noodles?
Okay, we head back and then we turn down the alley and go a couple blocks.
Right. Well, lead the way.
I take off.
All right, you take off, you hang a left at the alley that he indicated, and you can see there's a lot of like narrow shops pressed into this alleyway, not a ton of throughway. People have to kind of move out of the way, except for you. You were just completely fine to walk unabashedly through this alleyway. And yeah, there's a lot of different restaurants as well in here, kind of wedged into each side of the alleyway. You see like some things being like fried, you see some things being baked. There's seems to be like a narrow cookie restaurant of some kind. You can see one that goes back really deep and is not very wide. And there's just one spot in front of these bars. And eventually you reach just a sign that has a mountain on it with a white cap.
A lot of people canoodling back here.
Fuck you.
Did Prince go with? Who did Prince split up with?
As far as you know,
Jewel.
Or is he just doing his thing where he's like hiding?
Man, we gotta start having Crumb split up with the other team.
Tether that prince
Because then he
to
can like relay every.
That's true.
information that's
God, that'd be convenient. Wish I thought of that.
All right, I think this is the one.
this is the best one in town.
Well, we don't know about that. You were the guy.
I didn't. Sorry, I got distracted.
Well, it seems like there are a lot of opinions in this town.
Isn't this like the noodle capital? Probably makes sense.
Yeah, that's probably why there are lots of opinions.
Okay, so we're
Okay.
gonna go in here. Are your noodle scissors ready?
Yeah?
All right.
Are we fighting?
Fighting the hunger pains for noodles.
Okay, well, we have to get some for everybody else, too.
Oh, yes.
What is this campaign arc called?
Noodles.
I joked that it was called Noodles, but this one might have to be named after the fact. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Noodles.
All right.
Okay,
Heading
I
in?
go in. I go up to the counter.
All right. As you step into the bustling noodle shop, the warm air is thick with the delicious aroma of spices, herbs, and broths. The walls are adorned with intricate tiles and carvings depicted large serpentine creatures.
Oh, God, are those the noodles?
The shop has a cozy, warm feeling, and the atmosphere is lively with chatter. You see tons of individuals in here just kind of pressed really closely together. And you hear the clatter of and clanking of pots and pans. It's, as I mentioned, pretty bustling. And behind the counter, you can see the sort of kitchen area where there are these scaled haired individuals, and they appear to be chefs, and they're working diligently at large wooden tables. They expertly roll and stretch dough, creating long, thin noodles for a variety of dishes, it appears. One of them is using a large stone mortar and pestle,
Then they're grinding a mixture of spices, and that fragrant aroma sort of like hits you with each crack of the mortar and pestle. Another chef is using a specialized tool to cut the noodles to perfect thickness. One is working on creating different broths using a large pot on a hot stove, and you notice that each time he puts a new pot down on this apparent stove, he flicks his fingers and magically creates heat underneath with flame. You watch them pour different ingredients, and only one or two you might recognize. One looks like ginger, another one looks like garlic, and then usually some kind of meat each time. The broths simmer and they bubble and they fill the air with a delicious aroma. And as you kind of watch this noodle making process, you can also see that periodically the rest of them will do something maybe kind of magical. You can pick up on that. Like one wipes their fingertips down the side of the blade, and you can see the blade flash with like a very mild blue light before they begin chopping perfectly cut sections. You can see one person using like a little tincture bottle of like glowing liquid that pours it into the broth. There's a lot of magic infused into the way that they make this, and they're very precise and they're very fast when they do everything. It's almost choreographed as they create these delicious looking dishes. You watch as they pile some noodles onto a plate, sprinkle with garnish and send it out, while others, they pile them into a bowl of steaming broth and send that out with vegetables chopped on top of it. And as you walk up to the counter, there's a kindly female presenting one of these individuals, this race, and she looks down, and then she looks down even further until she sees you. Hello, dear. What can I help you with?
Excuse me. I will have a few orders of noodles, please. I've got the order memorized. I'm gonna do 3 doubles.
3 doubles.
Double order, like. Double.
Oh, double orders of noodles. Yes, absolutely.
Yep.
Yes.
3 doubles, no meat on one of those. And then I'm going to do 3 singles. And then I'm going to do a little extra broth on the side. And that's about it, yeah.
So how many of those will be wet and how many will be dry?
Everything wet.
All right. Okay, so we've got 3 doubles. Can you repeat that last one when you said the broth was on the side?
That's just a little extra broth on the side.
Oh, okay, absolutely, okay. So for doubles, you'll be looking at either a medium range mage coin or 6 lower mage coins.
Do you take any other kind of currency? I'm from out of town.
Oh, you're from out of town. Where are you from?
A little island.
I'm sorry?
A little island.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, we typically don't, but if you've come all this way to sample the White Cap Noodle Company, then yes, absolutely. I'm not sure what the exchange rate would be. Are you familiar with the exchange rate?
I haven't checked in a few weeks, so I'm not sure.
Well, how about I get this started and I'll ask around and see if I can get it. So you just hold on to your coin for the moment and we'll get your meal ready. Are you going to eat all of this between the two of you?
No, we're bringing some back for some friends.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, you take it to go then.
If we can get it that far, I don't know. We might dip into it beforehand.
You may find it difficult. We like to design our meals with, infuse them with many herbs, spices, and magical energy.
Magical energy.
Yes, it's that little extra bit. Some people like to add a pinch of love. I think the arcane hand actually works quite a bit better.
It sounds tastier.
Well, if you'll just wait right down there, we can get you your order ready, and I'll figure out what that exchange is.
Thank you.
Loom just kind of looks down at you. So, which one is which? It looks like there's a bunch of different kinds. Are they just giving us random ones?
They didn't ask for further detail, so...
Oh, all right.
Do you have strong preferences?
No, I was just wondering how we're going to divvy it up. I'm sure some people have stronger opinions than others.
They'll take what they get.
That's a good point, yes. Sorry, the hunger's weakening my mind. That's all I can think about is noodles, noodles, noodles.
I pass him the noodle scissors.
Ah, yes. I feel armed and complete with these noodles.
Why is this dude so horny for nudes?
Maybe don't put the point out towards
Oh,
people.
no, that's that excellent point. He stuffs it. Stuffs it into his belt.
You know noodle shop conduct.
I unfortunately do not. I've never even had noodles before.
Loom,
Yes.
you're in for a treat.
Am I?
Yeah.
All right, I'll take your word for it. I'm just so hungry. I could eat. He looks around.
Would you eat one of those?
I point at one of the serpent creatures on the wall.
Yes, I absolutely would. And this place goes silent.
I'm getting such Monster Hunter vibes from this gold album, by the way.
And even the chefs and stuff are like,
I just continue
Stopping.
asking if he would eat random things.
Would you eat the scissors?
I think I would eat the scissors. Yes.
Don't do it. Would you eat? Would you eat a beholder?
A beholder.
Would you?
A beholder.
That confused me for a second. I was like, I'm hungry enough to. Yes.
Does anybody say anything?
Everybody's still just silently, staring at you guys.
Do we notice?
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Give me perception. What's your passive perception?
I want to say 17. 17.
Yeah, you probably pick up that it suddenly got really quiet.
Hey,
Everyone is just staring your way, Can.
are y'all excited for noodles?
Excited for the nude year.
One person sitting there. You can see that this entire shop is all of these same creatures. It leans forward. I'm sorry. Did you say that you would eat one of our ancient ancestors?
That was kind of an exaggeration. And I didn't say it. But that was just because my friend here is extremely hungry right now. So hungry. For noodles, that's what we came and ordered.
Everybody just is shaking their heads. You do not disrespect our ancestors.
I apologize.
And the woman behind the counter raps on the counter I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to ask you both to leave.
Damn.
Loom's gonna starve.
Well, guess this isn't the place.
Do you leave?
Yes.
As you guys are walking out, just a bunch of angry faces follow you.
Damn.
As you
Doesn't it seem extremely weird that they all were able to hear that? I am not even a loud talker.
To be fair, I did say yes, I would eat that really loud and excitedly even. That was weird.
That was really weird.
But we should probably find another noodle shop because I feel like I'm going to keel over.
You know what? It's not my place to judge anybody, but if someone said that they were hungry enough to eat like my grandma, I wouldn't think much of it.
Perhaps there's something
So hungry.
further going on. They must revere their ancestors pretty strongly if that's such a taboo. But they didn't draw swords on us, so I suppose that's a positive?
Yeah, you know what's weird though?
What?
It seemed like their ancestors didn't even have fingers.
That's possible. I mean, you know.
Is that why they make noodles? Because their ancestors looked like noodles.
I don't know much about them or really what they are. They seem reptilian inspired, but I'm not sure.
I don't think we should ask either.
Yes, might be considered rude.
It seems like a lot of things are considered rude here.
So we can't eat their ancestors.
Well, I'll take note of that. Man, I haven't traveled much.
I have, but not for a while.
I need to lock it up.
Well, I don't think in most situations that would have been considered rude. This is just an odd one.
Yeah, they're wrong.
Yes, very much so. They should give us a little bit of leeway being, fresh off the boat.
Yeah, obviously we're not from here.
Yes, we don't look anything like any of them.
Yeah. Next shop.
All right, you guys, you gonna just wander around, try to find another noodle shop?
Well, they told us where that other one was.
So you hang back and head up there, and you get to R&D's noodle shop. It's a very similar vibe, but you notice that it is very, it's already quiet in there, and it seems like maybe...
The word is spread.
It seems like maybe it's a little bit more of like a fine dining noodle establishment. You notice that people are dressed a little bit nicer here.
Those are the eaters of the ancestors.
Well, I button my fancy red shirt all the way up.
All right, so you...
did you mention in this episode that you have Gil's shirt?
Oh, shit, no.
You have Gil's shirt.
I do have Gil's fancy red shirt.
Borrowed on the boat.
Persuaded into borrowing.
If you'd like to hear all the bonus content about what they decided to wear and all that stuff, head on over to our Patreon and become a patron. Now, back to regularly scheduled programming.
And we can just insert the ad there.
This episode is brought to you by NordVPN.
So you button it all the way up, and a younger woman approaches.
Oh, hi. Is it 2?
Do you do to go?
Yeah, we will to go. Yes.
What kind of currency do you take? Because I am not from here.
We take mage coin, and we take depending on how much, silver or gold, Echo Province.
Okay, perfect. Can I just place my order with you, or should I go up to the counter?
You can place it with me. That's fine. Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Let me get a pad and paper here. Okay, what can I get for you?
All right, I will please have. I'm gonna do 3 doubles.
Double what?
What are my options? Noodles, I mean.
Do you want wet or dry?
Oh, these are all wets.
These are all wet. This is so gross.
All right, so a double parcel of wet noodle.
Yeah, 3 orders of double.
Okay.
And then 1 of those with no meat, please.
All right.
Actually, standard is no meat, so...
Oh, perfect. Then nobody needs meat.
Excellent. Okay, and was that all?
Nope. And then I'm gonna do... I can't. 3 singles, please.
So 3 double orders of wet noodles and 3 single orders. These are all wet?
Yes.
All right.
And then, is it possible to get a little extra wet on the side?
Do you do like broth on the side?
Yeah.
I suppose.
If that's not standard here, or if that's I don't know, strangely offensive. Certainly take that off.
My ancestors were killed by wets.
On the side. She is just like,
It shouldn't be offensive. It's just I don't know if we have a vessel to carry it in on the side. Suppose we could give you a ladle full that you could carry with you.
Poured into biscuits, fish containers.
I was actually thinking about emptying out the sludge.
I learned all I can.
Take this town's water.
All the noodles.
You know what? It's fine. I'll go without the extra.
And Loom like steps forward. No, we'll get extra. And he uncorks his wineskin and he pours it out
Onto the floor?
outside.
Okay.
These are pretty shallow.
It's gonna be like Loom, goddamn.
He's just
He
fucking
pours
up
it
everybody.
right on the ancestors.
This tombstone here will do. He pours it out outside,
This kind woman.
and then he hands her the wineskin, and she accepts it. Okay, on the side in the wineskin. So 3 doubles, 2 singles, or wet.
That's 3 singles, please.
Oh, I'm sorry, 3 singles.
6 total.
Yes. Okay. So if we're doing Echo Province, then you're looking at 10 Echo Silver.
You got it. Can you make change?
Yes.
Perfect.
What do you have?
Gold.
Oh, then just 1 gold.
Oh. Here you go.
She takes the gold. Perfect. That'll just be a few moments. And she shuffles away.
A few moments later.
I'm gonna say, like, maybe we don't talk while we're in here.
That's probably an excellent idea.
Everyone around is like, they're not talking.
This is offensive to the climate.
How do the people seem? Do they seem like
They all seem like they're in their own private conversations. It's quieter, but it's like it looks like people are on like dates, maybe, and like or just like people who are having like a business lunch. Everybody, all these people have like the flowing, very light garments.
Little liquid lunch going on.
okay? So we are quietly waiting.
Okay, eventually she brings this box out to you. It looks like it's like a chest almost. And she sets it on the counter and she opens it up to show you. And inside is much bigger than the outside because the box itself looked like it was like 1 by 1. But inside it looks like it's like 8 by 8. Here you go. And she closes it and
Is
hands
it
it
just
to you.
full of noodles?
It's full of like stacked rows of bowls of noodles, and they're all very hot.
Wow.
Yes. Do you need any utensils?
What's a typical utensil around here?
Depends on what you'd like. Spoon, fork, knife, chopsticks.
Well, we brought our own scissors.
I'm sorry. Scissors?
Nothing. I'm sorry that I hit my head on the way.
I am realizing that Kavros and I are on a different wavelength than other people.
Oh, never mind. That's fine. But yes. So silverware.
Yes, please.
Okay. And she starts piling stuff in. Now, when you're done, just leave this open, anywhere, and set it toward the sun. The front of it toward the sun, and someone will be by to pick it up.
That's interesting.
Is it?
It is.
Oh, well.
I've never had that kind of service.
Oh yes, it's just part of it. We have a very very extensive delivery schedule. So on that note, and she hands you a card. If you would like delivery, this is our crystal location. Go ahead and use that, and you can summon us with your order at any point.
Well, thank you so much.
Yes, you're quite welcome.
What is your name?
My name is Arandi.
Oh, is this named after you?
Yes, it's my father's shop. He named it after me after I was born.
Oh, I thought, I only heard about it in passing, so I thought it was R and D.
Oh, I see. Yes. No, it's Arandi.
This is much better.
Yes.
Oh, it was great to meet you.
Yes, and your name?
Cam.
Cam?
Can.
Gets mad.
Hello. Hello, lady. I think I can help with the Pam situation.
Oh, well, nice to meet you, Ken. And you,
Loom.
And Loom. Yes, well, enjoy those noodles. And I assume for friends as well.
Yep.
Well, let them know.
You've got friends.
Let them know about the delivery crystals, and we will always help you out.
Well, thanks so much.
Yes.
Bye.
Goodbye. It's a bit unwieldy. It's kind of a heavy box. It's heavier than it looks, but
I'm not carrying it.
you hand it to Loom.
Yeah, he's big.
All right, he hefts it up.
Do I have to worry about, like, direction if I tip it forward?
I would assume so. They're just in bowls.
Okay, all right.
So, and he like straightens his back and he begins slowly walking, like holding this at chest height. And eventually you guys make it back to the vendor area. The rest of you see them holding their Loom holding a chest as they approach.
I'm shaking a knick-knack at another stall.
Sir, you'll break that. Stop that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just am appreciating your baubles here, sir.
Yes, we'll appreciate them in a much kinder method, please.
You have shaky ones?
No, we don't have shaky ones. That's a vase.
All right, fine. And I put it down like forcefully.
Oh.
All right. I'm going to look to see if there's a leather shop anywhere nearby.
Okay, give me an investigation check. The rest of you guys would see Loom and Can approaching with a box.
Noodles!
Potion.
That's a 14.
Okay. You are unsuccessful in locating a leather working place, but with your investigation, you are able to learn that they have plenty of those in the artisan district.
Now, how far is that away? I find a random person.
Artisan district? Well, you just go yonder over that hill there and hang a left on the main thoroughfare, and you'll find your way easily enough.
God, that's so far. Okay. Thank you.
So you guys eating noodles?
Osiris cult?
So, guys, we've got the nudes. I divvy them out for everybody.
Yeah, you each get a bowl of your specified noodles except for Nez.
No, I got one for him.
Oh.
Just in case.
Nez is just holding a bowl of nudes now.
I mean, you can save it for later. So, I got Gil a double. I figured he would want that. And we got some extra broth on the side, if anybody wants more.
I'm going to smell it.
You smell spices, like very savory, like almost fatty meat smells coming off of it. It smells great.
It has arcane hand in there, too.
How much hand?
They
I'd
put
like about
hands in
hand.
it?
Yep. I guess enough to make it real good.
What a weird practice. Okay, I will. What do you drink it or?
I mean, there's silverware in here if you want to.
I'm gonna drink it. I'm gonna
Drink the broth?
I'm just the bowl of noodles.
Okay, you're just gonna slurp it down?
Yeah.
Oh man, Gil, this is one of the best things you've ever tasted in your life. It slurps down super easy, but the noodles themselves are rich and savory, and there's like a hint of ginger in them, and the broth itself is definitely made like it's got like melted animal fat oil in there. It is excellent. You've never had anything like this. It's amazing. Immediately makes you feel warm inside, even more so than your armband does.
Oh, mama, that is good.
The rest of you guys eat?
Yeah.
No?
I'd say it was silverware. Nez, you don't even want to try it?
I'm not hungry right now.
But you know when there's good food, you just want to take a bite?
I'm okay, thanks, though.
I bet Loom will have it.
I'll have it if you don't want it.
Oh, here you go.
He takes it and he's like,
Can I use scissors again?
Yep.
he starts snipping noodles.
Yeah, it's good, but it's probably garbage if you let it get cold.
I'm not going to allow that to happen. And he
Just dumps it into his mouth. After chopping.
my watch.
So hot tip, just so you don't make the same faux pas that we did. You might see like some artwork with
I'm trying to do this quietly.
with like some snake people with no fingers. And those are ancestors of these guys. So they take that pretty seriously.
take what seriously?
Their ancestors.
Snakes
So
in
don't
general?
insult them or even suggest that you would
He like leans in close.
eat them if you're too hungry.
Oh.
Yeah.
What happened to you guys?
We were just having conversation.
Just chatting it up.
And you made enemies already?
I guess.
We just got here, man.
Well, I didn't read about the norms here before I came.
Did you introduce yourselves like by name?
At the second place we went to.
And the first.
No.
And the first.
Uh-uh.
And the first.
No, I don't think I did.
I'm pretty sure you always say I'm kin to everyone.
No, I think we just got right down to business.
Edit that out. Because I think you're right.
We should probably
That's
be
good.
careful.
Should we use different names?
Maybe.
Probably because I think we have to pretend to be a missionaries,
What?
Whoa,
What?
wait, what?
right?
Missionaries of what?
Or not missionaries,
Emissaries.
emissaries. Yeah, emissaries. I think we have to pretend to be emissaries.
Is that like an architect?
You know, they're like a person sent on a like diplomatic mission.
Yeah, you have it open on table.
I don't use the word. I obviously don't use this word much.
Also, like diplomats,
Yeah.
representatives.
Yeah,
We can totally.
You've got it open too.
because that's how we see
It's thesaurus.com.
the guy with the gems. Remember those fucking gems and that giant web thing that are super powerful that the one little man is after?
Ah.
Yeah, we gotta
Wait,
get
the
rid of
little
those.
man, could I take on this little man? I will fight him.
I have no idea, Crumb. He just came out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah, well, he's gonna go back to nowhere because I'm gonna knock him into it.
I mean, you could. I don't know. I don't know his vibe and like what's going on with
Yeah,
his
his
disappearing
vibe
self.
is gonna be gone, missing.
Get him.
I'm gonna pound
Okay.
it out of him.
As
That's-
long as we
yeah.
can stop at the artisan district, I'm cool.
Okay. Yeah, but yeah, apparently that's the only way we get to Vandalash is the guy we're looking for.
The moment you say Vandalash, you hear from the sky just like this. And right above you guys, I'm imagining you guys are kind of standing in a circular pattern. Right in the center of you guys, like there's a cloud up above, and it just a beam of light shoots down right in the center. And as the light disperses, there's just like this little, like shaggy, feathery bird that looks around, looks up at you guys, and then like paws at its talon, and you guys can see that there's a little note attached to it.
I'll
Get
grab
out of
it.
here, you sack of shit.
No, kill.
Wait,
Just wait.
And I'm gonna reach for the note.
At the moment you take the note, the bird like disappears in a puff of feathers.
And is it like tied or?
Yeah, it's got a little ribbon around it.
Yeah, I'm gonna, and then I'm gonna.
So that's gotta be Vandalash, right?
And I read the note.
And it says, I've heard you using my name, Vandalash. How do you know this name if you are a tourist? I request your company at your nearest convenience. Signed, Vandalash.
The bird's still there.
No, it disappeared.
Oh fuck.
P.S. Bring weapons. And that's where we're going to end for the night.
no. A scholar
Well,
with
at our
weapons?
nearest convenience, like
Well,
maybe it's never going to be convenient.
yep, get in line.
Damn it.
And
I didn't use my D6 of inspiration
Oh fuck!
again.
Neither did I.
There wasn't really an opportunity.
Could have used it when you were talking to that vendor.
I know.
You guys were the ones who wanted to
I
split
did
up.
great. I did great. I didn't need the D6. It was fine.
Just use it right away.
Yeah, I should have when I like went to grab the thing. Literally the first 5 seconds. Oh, the money. That's what it was.
Now it's time for tonight's MVPC. The most valuable player character. I want to know who deserves an additional 1d10 of DM inspiration. Now, for those of you listening and for those of you around the table, Nezrah's 1, Gildebrand's 2, Ophelia's 3, and Kanak is 4. On the count of 3, I'll have you guys hold up the number of fingers corresponding to the person you believe deserves to be the MVPC. Now, I'll give you a moment to decide, and then we will vote. All right, 1, 2, 3, vote. Wow.
I couldn't remember what number she was.
We've got 2 votes for Gil and 2 votes for Fee. Nezrah, why'd you vote for Gil?
Just giving me the ha-has the whole time.
Yeah.
Just making me laugh. I appreciate that. That's it.
Nice. Gil, why did you vote for Fee?
Just not schmoozing, but just communicating with the people of the town, and then being in character in regards to her interest in the potions and whatnot.
Very nice. Fee, why did you vote for Gil?
It was very close because I also was getting major ha-has from Can, and I thought everyone else was going to vote Can, and I'm confused.
Why did you vote for somebody else?
But, because I thought everyone else, I'm like, it could be a split. I don't know. And I also appreciated Gil and Nez both helping me, being my sidekicks as in this potion.
So why did you
endeavor.
vote for Gil?
I voted for Gil because he, I don't know, he just helped with the persuasion aspect and haggling. And also he... Oh, yeah, he did kind of take a fucking real one by doing a soul, like some kind of a soul agreement, which what happens when you don't do that?
We didn't check.
We sure didn't, so...
But it's fine.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna even do that. I was gonna just take the
I'm
potion.
not using it. It's fine.
Oh, man. So, yeah, but yeah, so that's a real homie move.
Sounds like you were just coming up with that after you voted.
No, like, well, I just remembered, like, oh yeah, he put his soul on the line.
Okay.
Like,
Didn't
forgot
he
about
say
that
that it didn't
detail.
have anything to do with souls, though?
I don't
Did he say
know.
that?
We did not get any clarification.
He said it doesn't actually have something to do with the soul. And then you were like, all right.
Yeah, it wasn't like a, but what?
Right.
Maybe
All
it's
right.
We did not ask enough questions, oddly enough.
maybe it's like the soul of your shoe.
And Can, why did you vote for... Wait, who did you vote for?
Fee.
Fee?
For doing potioning, and trying to procure some stuff. I think that's... We all usually benefit from potions and things of that nature.
Yeah. All right. Well, that means tonight's MVPCs are Gildebrand, Molani, and Ophelia Midori. Maybe use your D6 this time,
Yeah,
Ophelia.
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it.
All right, that is it for tonight, folks. Thanks for listening. Thanks to Adrian Von Ziegler for that beautiful background music. Thanks to all of you listeners. If you'd like to put a little extra cheese on our sausage, head on over to Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to podcasts and leave us a review. Any review you leave, we will read it on the podcast. And maybe you'd consider being nice enough to give us a 5-star review. Up to you, but we'd appreciate it. Also, head over to patreon.com/D20_syndicate and consider making us warlocks. You'll have access to background episodes and bonus content and all sorts of behind the scenes stuff, including this episode's behind the scenes content, where A, we went over what changed about our new level 7 characters, and B, we discussed the finer points of what happened in the 2 days leading up to arriving in Astora. So, if you'd like to be one of the people in the know, head over to Patreon and consider making us warlocks. Also, we've got a Discord, and it is
Free.
Are you crying?
It's free.
Well, we want to cheer this sad gal up. So head to the link is in the episode description. You can click on that link and head over to our Discord and come hang out with us and tell Lindsey it's all going to be okay.
I'm crying because it's so beautiful.
Oh.
It's so free. It's so free.
Also, we have merch. Head to tpublic.com. Go to the D20 Syndicate page. You can also find the link there in the episode description and buy some of our merch. Buy our shit. because we made it for you to buy and wear and you know,
And they look good.
get in awe over. It does look good. It looks great.
Oh, good.
We made this
that
for
merch all over
you.
Yeah, I love my crumb belt that I bought from there. My Village of Basidi socks. Those were great.
Some crumb on your belt.
Yeah, that's what I like it for. But yeah, head over there and consider buying merch. It's the thing to do. That's our tagline.
It's the thing.
D20 Syndicate merch. It's the thing to do. All right, that is it for tonight, folks. Thanks for listening. And I am your host and DM, Seth, and this is the D20 Syndicate podcast, where we go on adventures so you don't have to. Bye.
Bye.
Later.
Send nudes.
They were on a Spanish-speaking talk show and they performed that song. And apparently, the story is
Didn't he forget the words?
Well, they told Matt Bellamy not to swear, and so at one point he just hides under the like keyboard or something, and you just hear him going, "Fucking motherfucking fucking."
Yeah, man, that dude gets unhinged.
They went on that Italian show, that show in Italy, and
That one.
They told them they were going to everything had to be pre-recorded anyway.
Oh, yeah.
And so they were like, well, fuck it. If it's pre-recorded, we're all just going to be on
around.
different instruments. So Matt Bellamy is just like waving his sticks in the air on the drum set. And, so good.
It was so weird, so bizarre.
They used to be such a good band.
That was an interesting arc, as I mentioned, but now we're on to the next one. And I think it's...
What's happening? What happened?
I don't know.
I looked over and your phone was upside down.
I fixed it.
Like, it took longer than I thought. I'm sorry. It was so subtle but so funny.
Oh, I love this era.
That was
All right.
Yeah.
Wow, I lost my train of thought there.
All right is what you said.
Yeah, but I was trying to say...
I might need him with this guy, Vandalash.
What did you say?
I might need it with this guy, Vandalash. For some reason, I've started a new vernacular where I tongue like this.
Yeah, you smash
Too much
words.
TikTok.
I keep doing that.